Hi everyone, Kevin here from Golf Guy Reviews, and today we're going to be doing a short video comparing 3 different Nike golf shoes that are currently out there on the market. We're going to be taking a look at the Nike Tour Premier, currently retailing for around £179. We're then going to take a look at the Nike Air Max 1 G spikeless golf shoe, currently retailing for around £100 in the UK. And then finally we're going to take a look at the Nike React Vapour 2, currently retailing for around £100 in the UK as well. So if you enjoy this video, please hit that like button and feel free to subscribe to make sure you keep up to date on my latest reviews reviewing golf shoes, clothing and tech. So first of all, what I would say is that all 3 of these shoes are not going for the traditional golf shoe look. All 3 are going for more towards the trainer style look. With the Premier Tour, you're looking more at a bit of a hybrid style, to be honest. It's sits between a traditional golf shoe and a trainer style shoe. The 1G is absolutely 100% nailing the trainer style shoe. That's all it's going for. And I think the Vapour React 2 is going for a bit of a hybrid as well. I suppose it's the most traditional looking shoe of the 3, but I would still say it's going for, if not a trainer style look, it's more of a football boot style look, to be honest. But it's definitely not necessarily a traditional style golf shoe, but I suppose out of the 3 it's the most traditional looking. Which one do I like the look of the most? For me it's 100% the Air Max 1. I'm a huge fan of the Nike Air Max design, and I think they've incorporated it brilliantly into a golf shoe. I think this would look absolutely stunning playing with this on the golf course. I think it looks great with a pair of jeans, to be honest. I think it's a really good looking shoe. I like the look of the Nike React Vapour 2. I think it is a good looking shoe. I like some of the textured design elements on the front of it, and I like the way that it looks. But for me personally, my heart will always belong to an Air Max trainer. I think that the Tour Premier is a bit of a Marmite shoe. You're either going to love it or you hate it. For me, I'm not necessarily in the love column. I think that from certain elements, so from a pure side-on element, I think it is quite a good looking shoe and it does look quite traditional, but I'm just not keen personally on the look of it when I'm looking down at it on my feet. I don't really like the fact that I can see some of the elements of the fastening system covered by that piece of leather there. When it comes to fastening, all 3 shoes use something slightly different. Starting with the bog standard design, the old school approach from the Nike Air Max 1, as you'd expect, is just bog standard laces. No fancy eyelet design going on here either. You've just got an old school traditional lacing system. Then moving on to the Nike React Vapour 2, you've got laces in this shoe as well, but you've got the fly wire technology here, which is used right across the Nike range. Really popular in their football boots, really popular in their running shoes. The actual laces aren't going through the upper themselves, they're going through these series of hooped wires across the sides of the shoe that you can see there. And what happens is that the wires are actually connected more structurally into the shoe a little bit deeper. So when you pull these laces tight and you're pulling on the fly wire, it's kind of giving you a bit more of a locked down fit. The shoe is fitting right across the whole of your foot. For me personally, I really like the feel that the React Vapour 2 gives you when you do those shoes up nice and tight. I think they're great. And then you compare them to the Nike Tour Premier, which is using the Fast Fit system. So this is a laceless design from Nike. They've used this across a few different ranges of their shoes now, not just golf shoes. And so you've got a elasticated toggle here at the front that you pull to tighten the shoes. That tightens the lacing system over here, covered by this bit of material. And then when you want to take them off, you pull the red tab on the side, that loosens the system and you can take them off, not a problem. For me personally, while I'm not the biggest fan of the look of the system, I can't complain about the fit that it gives you and the lockdown feeling. It really is just as good as those other systems out there on the market. So when it comes to a laceless design, then Nike have got a strong contender for a good fit right across the shoe there. For me personally, I sit somewhere in the middle in this one, so I really like the fly wire design and the fit that it gives me. All 3 feel nice and fitted and locked down. I just feel that that system locks down my foot the best. Moving on to comfort and fit, with the Tour Premier, You've got a full-length Phylon midsole. It gives you a nice, comfortable sole there. It's a good feeling shoe. You get a decent level of softness from it. You're not going to have any problems with comfort on the undersole of this shoe. The upper feels like a nice quality leather. It's nice and soft, it's quite supple. I don't think there's going to be much of a breaking in period on these shoes, so they get good marks when it comes to comfort of the shoe. The Air Max 1G, the leather doesn't feel quite as soft to me, the way that it's been constructed at least. When I put it on and I'm wearing the shoe, then I feel that this is going to take a little bit more time to break in the leather, maybe a couple of rounds. Again, you've got a full-length Phylon foam midsole. Again, it's probably just as comfortable as the Tour Premier. You've got the traditional Nike air bubble at the back, which is going to give you a little bit of benefit when it comes to the softness and comfort of the heel of the shoe. But generally, it is quite a nice soft feeling shoe. But there are softer feeling shoes on the market. There are softer feeling Nike shoes on the market, such as the Nike React Vapour 2. So this is using the React Vapour foam right across the midsole of the shoe, and this is a softer, more comfortable foam for me. It gives a decent level of support. It's not too firm, it's not too soft, but for me personally it does feel softer than these two. The upper, again, a synthetic leather upper, feels a little bit softer the way that they've used it on these shoes. Maybe it's something to do with the dimpling and the detailing that they've put across the shoe. I'm not sure, but it certainly hasn't had any breaking in period for me. These have gone straight on the course and have been not a problem whatsoever. They're nice and soft feeling on the inside, and I'm really happy with the level of comfort that they provide on the course. The split tongue perhaps is an element which helps with the comfort of the shoe on these ones. So the tongue is very lightweight, but it does sit across the top of your foot nice. The split tongue there really helps for it to sit naturally on your foot, no matter what shaped foot you've got. The other two have got more traditional style tongues on them, bit more padding on them, but they're not a problem in regards to the way they fit. I just really like the fit of the split tongue. I really like the comfort. So for me, the React Vapour 2 wins in terms of comfort as well. Now, when it comes to traction, this isn't quite a fair comparison because two of these shoes have got fully spiked TPU sole plates, whereas one of these shoes, the 1G, has got a spikeless shoe design. So of course, these are going to be great on a dry course. These are going to be great on a mildly wet course. I'm not going to have much of a problem with them. But if it's going to be a fully damp course, then I'm going to want to go with either of these. Now, when it comes to the Tour Premier, you've got 7 studs there, and you've got a TPU sole plate, and you've got some detailing and some raised sections across the sole plate to help with traction, to help with you moving your foot during your golf swing. On the React Vapour 2, you've got a TPU sole plate, which has again got different styles of ridges going across the heel of the sole plate. Exactly the same sole plate that you'll find on the Rocher G Tour. Slightly different layout when it comes to the sole plate, and again you've got 7 spikes on the sole of the React Vapour 2. Personally, I'm not going to see any difference of the level of grip or traction that either of these two are going to give me. I'm going to be perfectly happy with both of these shoes. So when it comes to which one personally I would pick out of these 3 shoes, when you take into account the comfort, the look, and the price of the shoes currently in the market, I'm currently gaming the Nike React Vapour 2. I think for the £100 price mark, it gives me a better level of comfort than the 1G, and is around £80 cheaper than the Tour Premier. I find for me personally that the Flywire technology and the way that the shoe is constructed fits better for me than the Tour Premier. I've got a good amount of room in the toe box. These come in my standard UK 9 size. Compared to the Tour Premier, these felt out the box quite tight and restricted on the inside. It's quite a padded inside. And so I just didn't feel that these gave me the level of room that my toes would want. I would maybe consider going up half a size or having to wear slightly thinner socks. When I compare them with a React Vapour 2, I'm going straight in the UK 9 and I've got a good amount of room. They're nice and soft, they're nice and flexible. I've played a fair few rounds in these now and I'm really happy with the level of comfort and performance these are giving me. But that's just a comparison of 3 of the current shoes out there on the Nike market when it comes to golf shoes. Let me know in the comments if you use any of these shoes. I hope this review has been helpful. Please feel free to like the video, and please remember to subscribe so you can keep up to date on my latest videos where I'm reviewing golf shoes, clothing and tech, all here on Golf Guy Reviews.